Shall we start with our prayers?
Yes,
Oh.
Mataji.
Can you all see? I don't think you all can see. I think I shared something else. Oh, what is happening? Okay. Can you all see?
Yes, Mataji, now we can see.
Okay, your voice is very low. Is it just Mukunda's voice or everyone's voice is low?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, I can hear Jahnavi. Yeah. So let's start with our prayers.
ज्ञानाजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै
श्रीगुरवे नमः।
विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णवृत्ताय भूतले श्रीमते
नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे
Jai
जय
Shri
श्री कृष्ण
Krishna
चैतन्य
नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण
कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे।
Very good.
Mataji, I thought you teach on Tuesday and Sitaputi Mataji teaches on Monday.
This week we just switched.
Oh.
She's going to come tomorrow. I'll be today.
Okay.
I'll be teaching today. Yeah. Because I cannot take class tomorrow, so we switched. Okay. So we will recite our regular verses. So you all know these verses now, right? Is there anyone new who doesn't know these verses?
Mataji, the quality is Krishna surrounded by loving devotees.
Yes.
There is.
Yes, you could read it, right, on the file?
Yeah, the file.
Yeah.
is.
Okay. Now what we will do, I will say the verse once, you all repeat and then you all
I have to
can.
sit over here charging it. You're using that chair?
Okay. Please repeat. Bruhat Sama Tatha Samnam
Brahma tata samnan
Gayatri Chandasamaham
Chandasamaham
Masanam Margashirshoham
masanam margashiraham
Rutunam Kusumakaraha.
rutunam kusumakara.
Very good. Sorry. So, you all can say it in groups. Tulsi, Mukund, Ramachandra, and Krishna. Please go ahead. Just give me a minute, okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Do we go?
Yes, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, sorry. I have to take that call. I'm so sorry. So you, 4 of you said this verse, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Who else wants to say? Jagdish, did you say the verse? Advait, Krishna, and Sanskriti. Can you 4 go ahead? Advait, Jagdish, all of you together. Sanskriti. Balram also. Yes, Balram, go ahead. Others are not saying it. Go ahead, others also. Balram, Samskriti, Krishna, Advait, did you say?
Krishna.
Very
Hare
good.
Krishna Mataji, this is Shubhadra and
Hare
Giridhari. Sorry, we
Krishna.
joined late.
Hare Krishna, Shubhatra Giridhari. Nice to have you. That's okay. We are just reciting verses. So, would you like to say this verse? Do you know this verse?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, you can go along with. Who did not say Rai Prahlad is there? Rai Prahlad can say with me. And
Mataji, can Advait go?
yes, Advait, I called your name. Go ahead with them. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Brihatsamam
Tasanam Gayatri Chandasamaham Masanam Margashirshaham Ritunam Kushumakara.
Very good.
Of the hymns and the Samaveda, I am the Brihat Sama.
Okay.
And of poetry, I am the Gayatri. Of months, I am Margashirsha, November and December. And of seasons, I am flower bearing spring.
Very nice. Thank you for reading that. Did I miss anyone who wanted to say the verse? Who did not say the verse? Is there anyone like that? Rishikesh, did you just join? I think you can go ahead.
Yes, Mataji.
Rai Prahlad, I think I cannot hear him. Audio is not there. Anyone who wants to say along with Rishikesh, go ahead. Go ahead, Rishikesh.
Samam Gayatri Chandasamaham Masanam Margashishoham Tunam Kushmakaraha. Thank you,
Very
Mataji.
good. Very nice. Okay, so we will move to the next one. So you all remember what Krishna is saying to Arjuna here? I am the Bruhat Sam of the hymns in the Sama Veda. Of poetry, who is he?
Gayatri.
Gayatri. Of the months, who is Krishna?
November and December.
Yes, which comes in November, December time. That's Margashirsh month. And of the seasons, who is Krishna?
Spring.
Flower bearing spring.
Yes, when all the flowers bloom, and we experience that in the month during April here, right? April month. That spring month is during April in here in US. So Krishna is that month. Next is 1036. Please repeat. Dyutam chalayatam asmi.
Dyutam Tamasmi.
Tejas tejas vinam aham. Vayosmi vyavasayosmi. Sattvam sattvavatam aham. Very good. Now you all raise your hands. I will call out your names. Everyone is comfortable with this verse? Is there anyone who doesn't know any word or it's difficult for them? Just you can just frankly tell. Okay? Is there anyone like that? No, right? Okay. Balram, Tulsi, Sanskriti, Shubhatra, go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Dyutam Talayatasmi Tejasvi Namaham Jayosmi Vyasayosmi Sattvam Sattvatamaham.
Very good. I think Subhadra, you didn't say it with them, right? Is she there?
Mataji, which Shubhadra? I'm getting confused. Is it Balaram Shubhadra?
No, there is no Subhadra with Balaram written there, right? So it's OU only. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So Subhadra, Ramachandra, Krishna, and Aditya and Advait. Go ahead.
द्युतं चलयताम
चलयतामस्मि तेजस्विनाहं जयोस्मि तायोस्मि
सत्त्वं
सत्त्ववतामहम्.
Very good. I think Aditya and Advait didn't say it. Advait, Rishikesh, Mokshit, Mukund, Sanskriti. Go ahead.
Mataji already said the verse.
Okay, sorry.
द्युतं
Others can say.
चलयतामस्मि तेजस्विनामहं जयोस्मि व्यवसायोऽस्मि सत्त्वं सत्त्ववतामहम्
Jayosmi Vyadvyasayosmi Sattvam Sattvavatamaham. Thank you, Mataji.
Very good. Anyone wants to say? Anyone else? Okay, no problem. Mokshit, can you read the translation?
Mataji, I am also the gambling of cheats and of the splendid. I am the splendor. I am victory. I am an adventure. I am the strength of the strong.
Yes, very good. Now 1037. Please repeat. Rishinam Vasudevosmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya Ninam Apyaham Vyasa Kavinam Ushana Kavihi. Yes, you all want to say this in group? Let me just lower your hands again. You can all raise your hands again. Please raise your hands again. I don't know if, yeah, thank you. Advait, Balram, Sanskriti, and Tulsi. Please go ahead.
Krishnam Vasudevosmi
Devosmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya Muninamapya Vyasa Kavinamushana Kavi. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Subhadra, Ramachandra, Mukund, Krishna. Go ahead.
Okay. Vishinam
Vasudevosmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya
Very good.
Kavinamushana Kavi.
Very good. Rishikesh, Aditya, Jagadish, Mokshit. Did you say Sanskriti?
I said, Mataji.
Okay, others can go ahead.
Krishnam Vasudevosmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya Muninamapyaham Vyasa Kavinam Ushana Kavihi.
Very good. Others didn't say it. Anyone wants to say? No? Okay. Tulasi, can you read the translation?
Yes, Mataji.
Go ahead.
Of the descendants of Vrishni, I am Vasudeva, and of the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Of the sages, I am Vyasa, and among great thinkers, I am Ushana. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Very nice. So we covered these 3 verses. Every day you are saying it, so you will memorize them soon, very soon. Or like that, you will have a big stock of Bhagavad Gita shlokas which you have memorized, right?
Yes,
Because every day we are reciting them. repeating.
Mataji, remember I said last week on Tuesday that tomorrow is going to be the last day?
Yeah, it's going to be Wednesday, I think, right? Because today is the 62nd, tomorrow will be 63rd.
Yeah, it's because remember I forgot that Friday we don't do this class. We do Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, I think you counted Friday. No problem. So Wednesday we are going to finish all the qualities. Today is 62nd quality. We completed all these qualities so far. From
Mataji, won't we finish on Thursday because tomorrow's gonna be 63rd and then Thursday is gonna be 64th, right?
What is that, Sanskriti?
I was just saying.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Sanskrit.
Won't it be like ended on Thursday because
Today is Monday, so we have 60.
Monday, right? So it would be one.
Yeah, maybe you thought I'm here, so it's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm here today. I'm taking it on Monday, so
Yeah, I got confused, so I asked my mom, is it Tuesday or Monday?
yeah, I thought so. Okay, so our quality is 62nd, and what is it? Krishna is surrounded by loving.
Krishna is surrounded by loving devotees.
Yes. As we know, in Vrindavan, Krishna is always with his devotees. Is he sometimes alone, somewhere sitting alone, and there is nobody around? Do you remember any of such instance?
No.
No, he's
No.
always surrounded by his loving devotees.
The only one time was when it was Brahma Mohan Leela. He was
Ah,
surrounded by himself.
yeah, but yeah, right. Okay, correct. So,
But Krishna was in the form of all of his devotees, so I guess that counts too.
yes. And when we speak of Krishna, he is not alone, right? Krishna means his name, his qualities, his fame, his friends, his paraphernalia, his entourage. What is entourage? Anyone knows this word?
Like everyone who follows him.
Associates or something?
Yes,
Associates or people who are going with him, something like that.
people are surrounding that person as an important person. So Krishna is with all of such devotees. When we like a king, right? When we see a king, he is always with his ministers and secretaries, military commanders, like that. Krishna is also not impersonal, right? When we think about his Vrindavan Leelas, it's always with his devotees. Who all are there with Krishna in Vrindavan always? Who are all there?
The cowherd
Gopis.
Gopas.
Rajvasis, Gopis.
His
The
mother,
cowherd boys.
Gopas, mother, father, and Mother Rohini is there, Balram is there, Gopas, all his friends. What are the names of Krishna's friends?
Subal, Madhumangal,
Yes, so all of those
Arjun.
gopis are there, elder gopis are there. So Krishna is always surrounded by his loving devotees who have intense and unconditional love for him. And what are those? Who are those devotees called? Ragatmika Bhakta. What is the name?
Ragatmika Bhakta.
And these devotees are always thinking of Krishna all the time, even when Krishna is there with them in person, or even when Krishna is not there with them, they are always thinking of him. He's there in their thoughts all the time. And all activities are also always connected to Krishna's pleasure. Whatever they do, it's always for Krishna's pleasure. So this is what Vrindavan Vasis teach us. Whatever activities we do, we should do for whose pleasure?
Krishna's pleasure.
Krishna.
Krishna's pleasure.
Krishna.
Yes. So here this is one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. It is spoken by Lord Brahma. And do you know this? Someone just mentioned about Brahma Vimohan Leela, right? Where Brahma
Advait.
takes, yes, Advait said that, yes. Brahma takes away all the gopas and the cows and everyone. That time, then Brahma later realizes his mistake, right? You all have raised your hands. You want to say something? Or it is from the previous time, from the shloka time, right? I think.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. That time, when Lord Brahma realized about his mistake, he offered so many prayers to Krishna. But Krishna was not paying much attention to those prayers. He was not interested in listening to Lord Brahma. Then what he thought, okay, if I talk about Krishna's devotees, if I say some prayers related to Krishna's devotees, then probably Krishna will pay some attention to me. Then what he says, this is the prayer related to glorifying Krishna's devotees in Vrindavan. What it says, how greatly fortunate are Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd man, and all the other inhabitants of Vrajabhumi. There is no limit to their good fortune because the absolute truth, the source of transcendental bliss, the eternal supreme Brahman, who is that? the source of transcendental bliss, absolute truth. Who is that? Who is that?
Krishna.
Krishna has become their friend. So Krishna, who is the origin of everything, who is the source of everything, who is the supreme, absolute truth, has become their friend. And this relationship is so informal, right? He's there like that. Yeah. Please repeat the sound. Please mute. Thank you. So, like we know, Krishna has very much informal relationship with friends and everyone there. There is no formality. The friends are teasing Krishna. They're playing with him. They're, doing everything with him. So this is how he has his relationship with his devotees. So how Lord Brahma is also glorifying those devotees. So Krishna is always surrounded with his loving devotees. So like how we see Krishna in Krishna's devotees in Sakhyaras, right? In Gopas. Like most of the time of the day, Gopas are with Krishna because they all go together with the cows, herding the cows. And the way and different games they are playing with Krishna, right? You all know these games, what all games Krishna would play with his friends. So this is mentioned here.
Mataji, I know Krishna used to play blind man buff.
What's that?
Blind man buff. So it's like someone wears like something to cover their eyes, and
Right.
they have to listen and define.
Yes. So here this verse, yes, this verse.
I think they played Go Go Govinda also.
Okay.
It's like Sly Fox.
Okay, I didn't know about that. That's nice to know. So this Srimad Bhagavatam, someone is saying something?
Aksita had made a presentation about it. Krishna
Mukund, your voice is very low. I cannot hear you.
Aksita had made a presentation about it. Krishna Krida.
Yes. I also have got that book to show you all. This is the book Krishna Krida. This has all the games which Krishna plays with his friends. And their games are so interesting. Some of the games we would play with our friends in childhood. I don't know how many of these games you are playing with your friends. But if you don't know about these games, get this book and you can really play these games with your friends. And I didn't know in my childhood when I was playing this game, I didn't know these are all the games Krishna plays in Vrindavan. The origin of everything is Krishna, right? And what are those games? Some are mentioned here in Canto 10, Chapter 12, verse 7 to 11. This explains about all these games because Krishna is playing with his friends. Like all the boys would be differently engaged. Some boys blew their flutes, others blew bugles made of horn. Some imitated the buzzing of the bumblebees. Did you play that game? Imitating the buzzing of the bumblebees? Do you do that? Have you played that game? Anyone knows how to imitate the buzzing of bumblebees?
Krishna did that in Little Krishna.
So they would make that sound. Yes, and they would make that sound and run.
I remember the part where Krishna, he sounds like a lion and everyone thinks there's a lion coming. I think it's the story of
We're making animal sounds.
Yes.
I think it was in the story of Denakasura.
Cow.
Even the bird sound they make, right? Imitated the voice of cuckoo.
Peacock.
Who knows to make the sound of cuckoo?
Cuckoo!
No, not like that.
Oh, caw.
No.
Isn't that a crow?
It says like coo. Do you know that?
Coo! Coo!
Yes.
Coo! Coo!
They all will make that sound.
I remember because recently I went to New Vrindavan.
Oh, you heard there?
There's so many peacocks there. Yeah.
Peacocks, yeah. There are so many peacocks there. And then
Didn't you say the cuckoo bird though, Mataji? Didn't you say the cuckoo bird, not the peacock?
I said the cuckoo one. I don't know if I was so good at it. But you know, in India, we would hear this cuckoo bird so often. She would just keep singing that cuckoo bird. It's very nice.
My mom said that Radhanath Swami, when he makes the cuckoo sound, it's really nice. Like all the sounds.
Yes, Maharaj makes all the sounds very perfectly.
Yeah, even I heard in his lecture.
Yes. And then what are the other games? They would imitate flying birds, running after birds' shadows on the ground. Then beautiful.
I think they play charades also.
And then they would know.
Mataji,
Yes.
Little Krishna, they were also playing being like police, the judge, the sheep.
Oh yeah,
the shepherd. And then the demon Vatsasura came.
Vatsasura came and then stole the cowherd boys.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
the
put them in
sheep.
the dark cave.
Yeah, the cowherd boy sheep.
Games. Okay. Nice. Thanks for sharing that.
The judging part was really funny.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what are the other birds they are imitating? Like, see, swans, ducks, monkeys, peacocks. And then they would go to waterfalls, crossed over the river, jumping with the frogs. And when they saw their own reflections in the water, they would laugh. They would also condemn the sounds of their own echoes. Have you played with your own echo?
Yeah.
That is also a fun game. And in this
The
way,
Prasadam room of my temple, it is very echo. I mean, it echoes a lot.
The valleys or mountains, you can play with that game. You can play that game. You can shout out loud, and then the sound will come back. Then in this way, all the cowherd boys used to play with Krishna, who is the source of the Brahman effulgence for jnanis desiring to merge into that effulgence, who is the supreme personality of Godhead for devotees who have accepted eternal servitorship, and who for ordinary persons is but another ordinary child. So for them, Krishna is not the supreme. He is like one of them, their friend. The cowherd boys, having accumulated the results of pious activities for many lives, were able to associate in this way with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They have accumulated a lot of results of pious activities, and that way they are associating with the Supreme Personality of Godhead as a friend. How can one explain their great fortunes? They are so fortunate, right? They are playing with Krishna, talking to Krishna, eating with him all the time. They are so fortunate. So they are always with Krishna. Then there is Vatsalyaras, who is with Krishna all the time in Vatsalyaras.
Mother Yashoda.
Yashoda. Yes, and she's so fortunate. See, it is mentioned here. Neither Lord Brahma nor Lord Shiva, even the goddess of fortune, is always the better half of the Supreme Lord, can obtain from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the deliverer from this material world, such mercy as received by who? Mother Yashoda. So they are saying, not even Brahma, not even Shiva, not even goddess of fortune. Who is that? Goddess Lakshmi. They are also not so fortunate, but Mother Yashoda. So it shows how Krishna has bestowed his special mercy on Mother Yashoda more than many other of his devotees, right? And she's always with Krishna. If she is not there with Krishna in person, she always has Krishna in her thoughts. She's always thinking of him. Whether Krishna has eaten, if he's playing for a long time, she would call him, come back, Krishna, you have to eat now. It's a eating time. She's always thinking of Krishna. And in Madhurya Ras, who is with Krishna all the time?
Gopis.
Gopis for the Rasa dance.
Yes, they are doing this Rasa dance with him. And there is a story of gopis also. Some of you might know about this story. Like once Krishna pretended to have a headache, so many physicians came to cure him, but still his headache.
Oh yeah, I remember the story.
Yeah, I remember this one.
Then he said, no physician has been able to cure me, but if my devotee can give me the dust of their feet on my head,
yeah,
then I can be cured. He says, if any devotee gives the dust of their feet to me, and I can put it on my head, and then my headache will go.
but everybody says no.
And then messenger began to approach all the devotees. Who is that messenger?
Narad Muni.
Yeah, Narad Muni goes to all the devotees. But most of the devotees, they are scared.
No.
They are saying, if I give dust of my feet to Krishna, I will go to hell. How Krishna can put the dust of my feet to his head? They're saying, thinking like that, and they all reject to give the dust to him. Then what happened then? Krishna asked Narad Muni, go to Vrindavan and ask the gopis if they can give the food dust. They are my best friends. See if they are prepared to give some food dust. So tell them that I'm very much suffering with the headache. Then what happens? Even though nobody else was prepared to give, as soon as the gopis were approached, they thought, okay, my beloved Krishna is sick. He needs the food dust. We will give. And they immediately give the food dust to him, Narad Muni. And Narad Muni is surprised. He's thinking, are you not afraid of giving your food dust to Krishna? Are you not thinking that you will go to hell? Then what gopis replied? We do not care if we go to hell by offering our dust of feet on the head of Krishna. Never mind, we shall go to hell. They don't care if they go to hell. They are thinking that if this is the thing, if it is curing Krishna's headache, then we should definitely give. Krishna should always be happy. That's the only thing they are thinking. They are not thinking what will happen if we give it to them. They don't care if they go to hell or anything. So this is the mood of gopis. It doesn't matter to them if they have to go to hell, or even the whole world has to go to the hell. For them, Krishna's satisfaction is all that matters. So this is the mood gopis have. They are serving Krishna in the Madhurya Ras, and they are also always thinking of Krishna. They are always surrounding around Krishna. So this is all. Okay, this is also one more example of Madhurya Ras. One gopi is lamenting, like, my dear Krishna, during the daytime when you go out into the forest of Vrindavan, so Krishna is going with his gopa friends to forest, right, with the cows. So what one gopi is saying, that we consider one moment to be 12 years. When Krishna is separated from them, they think that one moment is like 12 years. And it is, yes.
Even in the Shikshashtakam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji had said, a moment for me feels like 12 years or more.
Yes. So this is what they're saying. It is very difficult for us to pass the time. So when you come back, seeing your beautiful face, we are much attracted that we are unable to stop looking upon you constantly. Because what happens, we blink, right? We cannot constantly keep looking at something. Can someone do that? No, we have to blink. So they don't like that. They are saying, at these times when there is occasional blinking of our eyelids, we condemn the creator Lord Brahma as a dunce, because he does not know how to make perfect eyes. They are saying Lord Brahma does not know how to create perfect eyes. Why do we have this blinking of eyes? Because we are missing to see Krishna when we blink. So blinking is for such small time, right? But that also they don't want to do. So this is what the mood they have. So Krishna is surrounded with all these devotees. I think it's already time, 7:50. So we saw these wonderful devotees of Krishna, how they're always with Krishna in Sakhyaras, in Vatsalyaras, and Madhuryaras in Vrindavan. Krishna is always with devotees. So thank you for joining, and you all can join your Sanskrit class. Mataji, please take over.
Thank you, Vrunda Mataji, for the beautiful class. Now we have Preeti Mataji with us. So.